Your new book, Grave Undertakings. What is this work about?
Well, it's an interesting story. I was one of those kind of people, and since doing all these interviews for the book, I have found out that there are many, many, many people out there who have the same fascination for graveyards. You know, you
Uh-huh.
go in and you walk around and you look at the tombstones, and
Uh-huh.
it just makes your imagination go. So I always said that as a child while growing up. Then in my 20s, I came up with this title, Grave Undertakings, and I went, oh, oh. So then I started to collect tombstones for 35 years. That's what I thought. Grave Undertakings could be my fascination with graveyards. For 35 years, I collected famous people's epitaphs,
Oh.
what they
Mhm.
want on their tombstones. And then about a year and a half ago, I started to put, it's my seventh published book. I said, time to get this book out. It's been cooking for 35 years. I think it's time to bring it out of the oven. So I sat there typing it up, and then I went, no, oh my God, no. This is a story.
Great.
So all the tombstones can go at the back, but now you need a novel, a fiction, a novel, but very true to life to go in the front. So I thought, what can I do? I am a psychologically based human being. I'm very interested in the workings of the human mind. Okay. So I
Hmm.
thought, okay, let's get six psychology students, have them meet at a tutorial with an Austrian professor, and you're taking through their lives. All their backstories, all their childhood demons, all their ups, their downs, ins and outs, relationships, boom, 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 boom. And then, after all this life was led with seven different people, including the professor, then you get the tombstones, 6 foot under, with a few words on a stone slab. And that to me just says it all.
A phrase in the promotion of your our book caught my attention. Please don't let me get to the end of my life and find out I haven't lived. This phrase says a lot to all of us, Susie.
You know what? A few people have mentioned that. You know what I mean. And that when I read that myself, that stayed in my psyche.
Mine too.
My don't let me get to the end of my life and find out I haven't lived. You know what that says? That just means don't get to tomorrow and say, "Oh, I wish I'd done that yesterday." No,
Hmm.
no, do it now. And
Now.
even things like talk about love, talk about loved ones passing on, and let's for instance, it just came to my mind. Let's say your mother's passed away. Mine has a long time ago. And everybody I talk to who has lost their mother, I'll say, "Do you know, if you could have one more day with your mom, what would you say?" They always say the same thing: "I love you."
Hmm.
The lesson is say it now. Don't wait. You got to live your life. That's what this book is all about. It takes you very deep. Everybody who's read it has either said to me the same sentence said in two different ways. A lot of people have said, "Boy, you really made me think." And other people have said, "You really made me think." so it's so they either had a positive or the negative way of saying that means you got work to do on yourself.
Hmm.
This book brought up issues in your psyche, which is what it should do, because it is a psychological journey through life, ending 6 foot under with a tombstone.
Do you have any other books released besides this one?
Oh God, yeah. This is my seventh published book.
Seven. Wow.
My first was my autobiography, Unzipped, which did very well. Then I made my first novel called The Hurricane,
Amazing.
about the music business. I used what I knew. I invented a character called Allison Hart. Then my third book was my first poetry book called Through My Eyes. I actually have it here. Just a minute, because I'm reading it now because I'm finishing. Beautiful book.
Whoa.
Coffee
Amazing.
table. Yeah, all the poems I've done my whole life. Second book was Through My Heart, my second poetry book. Then I did Through My Thoughts, which was COVID lockdown. So I just went inside my brain and started to write.
Hmm.
Then through my words, which is my lyric book, and then this one, Grave Undertakings, and I'm just about to finish my third poetry, my eighth book called Through My Pain. So it's a
Whoa.
trilogy through my eyes, through my heart, through my pain. And that is life until you're finished.